working in and out of the classroom on this lesson plan, I really learned a lot about the process of planning and being prepared for your lesson. I feel fairly confident about my ability to plan after we've done this lesson plan, but there were certain components of planning lessons that I hadn't really considered before this. I didn't think about the possible impact of technical difficulties, fire drills, time of day, and other outside factors, and how you should adapt to those as a teacher. So that was really interesting when we did our lesson plan and how we had to plan for those certain things. Like, I found that really beneficial to my future planning. And this first lesson plan also allowed me to explore other options and how to be ready to adapt to those unforeseen obstacles that you probably will have in the future. And I also think it can be difficult to have a well thought out and engaging lesson plan with interesting activities and how to fit that all into a small time period. So I think if I was to struggle with one component of my planning process, it would definitely be time management and how to effectively plan enough time for certain activities and being prepared, having little time gaps in case they go over or end sooner than you thought. Just little things like that I really didn't think about, and I think if I was to struggle in one area of planning, that would be the one I would struggle in the most. But I feel like doing the lesson plan really helped with that aspect, and I think in the future I'll have filler time or possibly think about ways I could shorten activities or lengthen them if something came up in the lesson and how to adapt to those situations. And I also found it really helpful writing it as if you were going to give your lesson plan to a sub, because I really hadn't thought about that. I wouldn't probably have gone in depth and I wouldn't have thought about all the foreseen things that could have gone wrong, but just writing it to someone that's going to be outside your classroom coming into your classroom, I thought that was very beneficial in the planning process, because you're going to plan a lot more for someone else to teach your lesson than you probably would plan for yourself, and so that just helps you consider a lot of things. So I thought that was really helpful to learn. I thought it helped me a lot with my planning process. And I really want to be a teacher with multiple teaching strategies and a teacher who uses an arrangement of different activities and assignments. So in the future, I thought it would be probably beneficial for some of the days that we have open to maybe find more additional resources that we can use for coming up with future lesson plans. Like that day we went up into the library and looked at all those curriculum textbooks. I thought those were really helpful to my lesson and to my unit as a whole. So just learning more about those resources would be helpful. I also thought that I'd be interested in learning about more teaching strategies, because I know that I learn in a specific way, but it may not be the way that my students will learn. So I want to use a variety of techniques. I don't want to do just I do, you do, we do. I want to learn a variety of techniques. So if we could spend some time in class working on that, I think that would be really helpful in my planning process.